YouTube? Asian Persuasion here with my boys, Team Bortle, Team Enforcers, here with my boy, Mr. Avery. And what'd you do today here at YCS Knoxville, bro?
Howdy, neighbors.
Howdy, neighbors.
I lost in top 16 to Mr. Faisal Khan playing his Thunder strategy. I played a Field Spell Orcust deck.
Field Spell Orcust?
Yeah, I'm going to do my shoutouts at the beginning just because otherwise people won't pay attention.
Yeah, don't be like me, kids.
Don't forget like this.
Speaking about not being like bums, biggest shout out goes to Deuce Maya. Deuce.
The best bum.
The best bum.
We made this deck together. We ended up like a couple cards different, but yeah, we made the deck together. We had a really similar list, similar concepts, a bunch of things that like weren't done in the Orcust deck beforehand that I can almost promise is going to be like popularized and like standardized at nationals. So yeah, we made the deck together. It's crazy. Shout outs to SSD, that's Solar System Duelist, and Jam1 TCG. Go subscribe to their YouTube channels. I mean, the channels y'all are on are cool, but
come over there and then check them out.
Jam1 TCG, and then just all of San Antonio people that believed. Jerry, Mark, Drew, Quentin, Zach, Blake, Alex, even though he's not there. Aaron. That's about Jerry, Crane. Just whole city, everyone just works together now. It's insane.
It's awesome.
And biggest shout out to Mark testing mods besides Deuce, just
Mark got there too.
I played Mystic Mine in my deck and he just decided that he'll just keep testing against me.
Fair enough. You took the real big L, but you're a good friend.
All right, so I played Field Spell Orcust. I played 5 Dangers. So these are worse than other extenders, but these are better than every other extender because all of them are just a free monster, but this one going second allows your cards like Twin Twisters, your Nightmares, your Mermaids, card like that just to be better. So I only play these because you have to with these. And it's not like these are like bricks or anything because they just are never bricks. But this was just a really good ratio that's allowed me to see the better one more consistently, but if I see the bad ones, it's not actually Garnets. And it's Dark Monsters, and this is really good with Greffer.
Oh, yeah.
Because I play Greffer and Rhoda. Best sub-engine in the deck.
Yeah, Trickstars.
There's a reason people play this ratio. If you play 2 Skeleton, it's because you just aren't good at resource management. It's kind of a Garnet. There's just no reason for this card to be at more than 1 if you're just playing correctly.
Oh, but you play 2 boards.
What's that?
Oh, but you play 2 boards.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Sorry, new phone. I played 3 PKs. So you can resolve Rusty multiple times in theory because a lot of your gains last multiple turns, especially if you get stopped, which is the cool part about this deck because there's a lot of decks that if you get stopped really can't do much halfway.
Yeah.
But this deck's really good at doing things halfway and ending on extenders to where you can play next turn. So this allows you to do things halfway. It also lets you like pitch Orcust and stuff like that.
That's a good word. Halfway.
It's also just good cards to pitch off your Nightmares because they can be extenders because they can add Crescendo, or it lets you, if you get stopped, add Fog Blades to try again next turn. So these were just really good. Also, if you draw this one, you basically just cannot discard it if you only play 1, as opposed to if you play multiples, you can discard it or normal summon it and you just couldn't beforehand. So I just don't like playing less. 1 Destrudo. It's the card that makes these into 1-card combos if they need to be. A lot of the times I try not to send this if I have the ability to. I try and send like Harp or something like that. Because I played this engine over the Connector engine. This engine is just better than the Connector engine because 1, it doesn't lose to impermanence. 2, it's better going second. Just because going second, like, Connector doesn't do anything, like, in terms of if you summon the Let Dolphin Resolve, don't have a hand trap. But as opposed to if this activates, they almost have to negate it because otherwise you're actually getting extenders to the graveyard as opposed to just a card that's going to end up making Phoenix. So this is better versus cards like Widow Anchor.
Just amazing.
Yeah, they were just crazy. Trying to think if there's anything else to say. Deuce played 3 of this. I think Dangers were just better. That's about it. Oh, another thing about Connector is if you draw Connector, it has to be a normal summon. If you draw Dolphin, it has to be a normal summon. If you draw Rhoda, it has to be a normal summon. Meaning, like, you just have more normal summons that you can potentially brick on. But in reality, in this deck, because I play Light Stage, Greffer, Rhoda, these have the ability to be extenders. And your Light Stage engine, you play a full like Trickstar package. So in reality, these are the only 2 cards in your deck that only function as normal summons. Every other normal summon that can be a normal summon that is a full combo is also an extender, so it allows you to see multiples and it lets your crazy hands be crazy as opposed to activating a Dolphin effect. Because if you activate a Dolphin effect, it's just you played through a hand trap with a connector plus an extender. So you play through a hand trap with this plus an extender. You just play through a larger like number of cards. It's just better going second too. Also post side, we sent Shit All Dragons, which is better there. 3 instant fusion. Card was bananas. We played Thousand Eyes and Winda. This card's an out to Lancia because you can make your Nightmare, Mermaid into Orcust, and then Galatea, activate instant fusion, summon Winda, overlay into Dingirsu. And then at that point you get to clear board. So this works through Lancia, Dweller, cards like that. So you end on a card that just floodgates them, and then end phase detach. You only have to detach during the end phase that it was actually happening, so then your Winda's just there for the rest of the game. So that's crazy. And then against like Salad, Striker, stuff like that, this just trades with negates because you summon Thousand Eyes. You can use the effect. Now the turn off Ray, which that deck has trouble getting to more if you like clear the multi-roll. Or against Salad, you activate it, target a Salmon Great Link, and yeah, it just beats it. They have to negate it because then otherwise the Roar is dead, or the Rage is dead, or not as good, or they have to affect me. Like something has to happen. Foolish card was decent. 3 Called by the Grave, 3 Twister, and the part that made this deck better than every other deck in the room.
Field spells, baby.
We played the Field Spell deck.
Ooh, the Mystic Mind. Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So these are semi-standard. I see people like always play them, but they don't play maximum numbers. You just always want to see these cards. These cards are always just combos, like they're extenders or starters. If you activate Roars, or if they're playing Salmon Grade or decks like that, or even the Mirror, if you activate a light stage, they pretty much have to negate because you know where the crescendo is. A lot of the times you can 1 and 2 Roars and they don't want to take that chance, they have to negate. So drawing like multiple copies of this isn't bad, and in a deck that discards off Nightmares, drawing like multiple copies of cards isn't bad, so you just always want to see these. Standard. Part that's not standard is this. This is magical mid-breaker field, but better. You can activate this and then full combo through hand traps, stuff like that. We ran into an issue with sometimes you just can't beat Abyss Dweller. If you activate this out of Abyss Dweller, you just pass, and then next turn they can't do it, and it's just better. It gives you a chance versus decks like Thunder, Pendulum, stuff like that. Sometimes the Mirror opens ridiculous, and you just throw all of your cards at them, like Cerberus' Nightmares, your Exceed, everything, and then you mind them, and a lot of people don't have outs to this in their deck, or at least like they have to out it within the next couple turns. And the thing is, your deck naturally just makes follow-ups for itself, so you'll just stick them under mind, like in the Mirror, and then they'll end up Rusty plus monsters. There's no way for them to clear it out to less monsters, especially if they're going for Babel, which most people are. So this card was just ridiculous. You just blow them out with mine and then just play through everything next turn. Or you can just deck them out, which I did several times against the Thunder deck, where you just throw your cards at them, and activate mine and say pass, and they're playing a second deck. So you just don't have an out to it. That's it. So that's the best part about the deck. It's good. We side one of these out a lot. It's good. We go for this instead of Battle.
How many cards?
43.
43. Ugh.
Gotta go.
Is it incorrect, dude?
Think how nasty that number sounds. Just think about it, like in deck building. Oh yeah, I played 43.
You don't let him roast you like that?
Should have just played 45
Yeah, it's cleaner sounding. No, I had every card I wanted to in my decks. It just worked out that way. Also, with the Mystic Mind deck out strategy, especially against a deck like Salad, which deck thins, but not that much. If you're like throwing your cards at them, you actually do deck thin about 7 cards or so.
There's just
where
no
you can
way
still
you're
like
measuring this.
deck them out there.
He measured this. He counted.
Mainly against Thunder, because there's Thunder builds playing more cards, and it makes it so that you can deck out Thunder versus, because sometimes you do still have to deck thin some against Thunder to be able to stick Mystic Mind, like between Cerberus and Mermaid, stuff like that. And it makes it so that if you hand trap them, like a floodgate hand trap like Lancia or Droll or something like that, it makes it so that your Mystic Mind can still deck them out. And it does actually change your consistency in a deck full of one-card starter cards. You're actually less likely to draw individual bricks if you just add starters. One mine, one Black Garden. Crazy against Striker turns off every card in their possession if they have mine. Otherwise, it just turns off all the background, everything. You just blow them out there. Turns off mine. It just 5 tokens. They also just can't summon Ray back when you clear the monster. It is crazy. Other than that, I sided 9 cards for Thunder, 10 if you count the I chose second both sides against every single deck. So many of our cards just get better on one side. This is crazy against Thunder. Boost the Crystal Wing, but people weren't really making it for the most part. This is crazy. You have to, like, if you open this plus, what's that card called Mine. You just auto win. If you open just those aids, 2 negates by itself, or if they mess up and don't chain their egg, targeting their own hot red obscurely, then this one's 3 negates by itself. So it's just crazy. 3 Droll, Thunder. 3 lands, Thunderbeer. Set the stall engine. These cards were the best cards in my deck. MST's a card, which is what Light Stage does. It puts a body on board, which is what Light Stage does. Foolish Burial is a card, which is better than what Light Stage does. It has the ability to stick a window, which is a floodgate, which is crazy. And then a lot of the times you link off your window because you just use this as like the best extender in the game. And at that point, then you get the card back in your hand. So you committed 0 cards to clear a card, foolish a card, have a card on board, and then when it's linked away, get this back. It's just unreal.
Insane.
Alright, extra deck. Nightmares. These are standard, less standard. I made this once. It was to ensure game. It can be another card. It could be like Insulator, it could be Engage, it could be Kagari, whatever. Redoer, card's crazy, better than Savage, especially because I don't play one Shudo, but either way, this card, a lot of times it's like more makeable through hand traps. So the card was just crazy. 2 Ding, which is crazy. I played 3 Galanteo, 1 Long Gear Sue. I heard that some people were playing too. Shouts to Aaron McInnes and Noah Vanderman. I guess I just play like a monkey because I think I need 3 of one of the best cards in the deck.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, sue me. It's my combo that makes 2 turn 1. How dare I? Yeah, it's very Shadix correct. Played Rusty, Moral Sword. Standard combo plus any 1 monster field to make this card. That was a nice window. I made both of these a lot with Instant Fusion.
You're some of the purple cards all day.
Oh yes. Yeah, I've already given shout outs, but thank y'all everyone.
You missed one shout. Shout out to Brick City. If we're not bricking, we're winning. I forgot to say it too.
Oh yeah. That's Mark's little
Yeah, we're nice. This deck was crazy. Probably should be prepared at Nationals. That's about it.
Alright man, congrats on getting top.